through. Can I be like a Molly Mahoney and start singing to you? No, I can't do it the same way. It's not the same.
You couldn't sing through the whole show. Well, you could sing through the whole show, but it might not. I mean, if I had to sing in reply, that would definitely not work. Hello, David.
You want people to stay, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, that would be good. Right, okay. Now, if you should see 2 comments from me in the thing. Just want to try something.
In the chat?
Yeah, on the right-hand side, do you see 2 comments from me? No, you won't. It's okay, forget it. It's all right. The way today is going, I posted it somewhere else. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to rewind any part of this day? And
I'd like to go back to 3 o'clock. Well, no, I'd like to go back to 1 o'clock when one of our co-hosts said that she wouldn't be able to make it today.
Oh, no.
No, but I mean, the show itself went ahead, and Linda's always excellent. So,
yeah, I caught the tail end of it. Probably about the last 20 minutes of it. So that was good.
Yeah. It's always good fun. I mean, 5 Days Live is a totally different setting from when we go live that we are now. And it's just good. It's just good. I'm glad that the first one's done and dusted, and we can go on and promote the second show with yourself.
Yeah, well, let's get to that. But first, Happy New Year. I guess really
wow.
Officially.
So it is. Happy New Year.
This is our first show of 2019. So you'll notice I changed the hashtag.
Ah, right. Okay.
Kind of like what you used to do with Live Video Squad.
Yes, indeed. But no, it was LVS 17, then LVS 18. Now it's Live Video Squad. So I don't need to do that again.
Yeah,
just worked out that way.
You was it hard for you to take a couple of weeks off?
No.
No.
No, not at all. No, I needed it, and apart from the cold that's holding me down today, I managed to relax and get a new perspective and get some new ideas and sort out everything for 5 Days Live. So no, I enjoyed the break. We got out and about. We went to Stonehenge. We went to several different places in the area.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And that's yourself, nice. Did you enjoy broadcasting over Christmas?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was funny because, we went away, right? We went to Louisiana. We did our 1 week trip with our son, Jason, and we drove 3,000 miles in a week.
Right.
And we're still married.
Well, that's an achievement. I know that is an achievement.
But it was good. It was a worthwhile trip. It was originally, for my son, Jason, that we drove him down to Louisiana to meet an online friend of 7 years of his. It'd be like you and me driving and meeting in person. That kind of thing.
Except we'd have to fly. To fly. I don't think we can drive between Ontario and Wiltshire.
Well, if I could pull it off, it'd be something to talk about. So anyway, it was for that, and then we went to the Mammoth Caves in Kentucky, and we went to a giant aquarium that took us 3.5 hours to go through, and so it wasn't just driving down there to meet his buddy and go see a movie. We made it a whole worthwhile long trip. But it really was an experience, I have to say. And when the moment came when the two of them, we were in the hotel lobby, and of course we videoed it and caught them. As a dad, I was really proud because I knew the impact that Alfonso had on my son, but it was at that moment when I really saw too the impact that my son had on him, and it was just a cool thing. It was
a cool moment.
Yeah, it was. It was emotional for everybody in the room. And Jason was just, I think he's finally coming down a bit, but I think up until a couple of days ago, he was still pretty sure that this was the most amazing thing ever. And anyway, you kind of get the picture.
I get it. Yeah. Good trip. To everybody who's watching, welcome to the show and thank you. If you say who you are, we'll be able to feature your comment. Okay, I'm going to come back to that phrase I was going to Oh, wow. You featured a comment on screen, David.
I did. Was I not supposed to be able to?
No.
Is that what you were having trouble with earlier?
Yeah, I couldn't display any comments on screen at all.
Wow.
The beginning of the show, for the first 30 minutes, I couldn't display any comments. And then I was able to display comments from business pages. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we went live on Twitch afterwards. I could display every comment. So the Be Live side of it, it's all good fun. The Be Live side of it is working perfectly. However, Facebook seemed to be improving things as far as displaying comments from our viewers are concerned.
So I understand some of your frustration now.
Well, yeah. I was highlighting the comment that had been made, putting it in the agenda, showing the agenda on screen. Now, I did 6 or 7 like that, and at the end of it, you think, I could do this forever. And on a fast-moving show, which that became, then it's a fruitless exercise, really.
Oh, now here I'm going. Okay.
Right.
I'm trying to show comments and they won't show. And a second ago, when I did show Sebastian out there, hello Sebastian, comment came up, but his profile picture wasn't showing.
Yeah, and Sebastian's saying this is the exact issue. Well, I experienced it myself today, Sebastian, and they are working on it, as I said earlier, and it will be sorted, I'm sure. But as I said, the other thing I know that I've tested it is that I was able to go live on Twitch afterwards, and it was perfect. Yeah, all the comments showed on the screen. So it's not something that Be Live have done, because the Be Live commenting on Twitch is working, which means that Facebook are up to something again.
It's never Be Live's fault anyway.
Well, it's rarely Be Live's fault these days. Things are very stable. You could say, yeah, indeed, yeah. And we agree with you, Sebastian.
So we'll just have to read. I'll just have to learn to read the comments.
Well, if you're on mobile, you can't see them unless you press an extra button. So,
okay,
perhaps as well we actually do read them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now it is Facebook specific, and it relates to something that Facebook are doing. They're actually allowing business page comments through. They're not allowing personal comments through. So Facebook are protecting us from ourselves by not putting public the messages that everybody can see. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so sort of similar to what they did in groups.
Yeah, it's like we were looking for groups to be fixed so that we'd be able to see who. Now we've got a situation where we just can't display. So we're in a state of flux, and no doubt Facebook or Be Live will be talking to Facebook, and we'll get an update on that. And as soon as we get the update, David and I will let you know in the Be Livers group.
Yeah.
As soon as it's fixed, and it's affecting.
I'm sure all will come together in the live streaming world.
Yeah, I got a Christmas present. Can you guess what it is yet?
Oh, is it tea time right now?
It's an espresso machine.
Espresso, nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. The only thing is you've got to keep buying capsules for it, but it does make a decent cup of coffee.
It's a scam. It's like printers and ink.
Well, the hardware is cheap and the consumables are expensive.
That's right. I just watched a video last night on that. A friend of mine, and it was about printers and ink.
Yeah.
And this guy that used to be a techie customer service for some unnamed company, and it would show him the price of the peripheral that they had to try to sell and what it cost. And then when he tried to sell ink cartridges, it was like $59.95, cost to make 25 cents. And he was like, what?
Yep.
Wow. That's why printers are so cheap to buy.
I can believe that, because if we're going down that route, razor blades.
That was an example, actually.
Yeah. Razor blades aren't expensive. I bought a pack over Christmas. Gillette, we'll mention the name.
Yeah.
And 11 blades, which will last you 11 months. Yeah. I'm on my second blade already. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a good game.
I usually go about a month. I don't know if you can tell, but I have not shaved yet today.
No, with the, yeah. Okay.
See, with the camera, you can't tell. I can get away with it for a day. But so I don't like shaving. I only shave when I have to, which is most days. So when I get a day or two that I don't have to shave, I take advantage of it. Except that if I go 2 days and don't shave, then when I go back and I have to shave it, it's a little rougher, and then it's like
Yeah. That's it. That's when you can cut yourself.
Yeah, and I've cut my anyway.
Yeah.
The camera doesn't show as much. I don't have my makeup artist here today.
The camera can be kind, which is fortunate. That's for everybody, not just for you and me. Because you're actually only showing, you're not showing what the human eye can see, you're showing what the camera picks up. And for that, we should be grateful. Hello, Kelly. You are David Burrows. Kelly. You are David Burrows. That's quite right.
What? Over the top protection. I love. Oh, you love the cup. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a dad joke. Have you heard about those dad jokes?
Yes, I have. I love them.
Okay, so careful, David. So I got a gift from Alfonso when we drove down Louisiana. We all got gifts, actually. It was really cool. Right. And I got my new mug.
D.
I now have a
David or Dad mug.
No. I have a D cup.
Oh God! Right. Okay. Yes, that was definitely a dad joke, David.
Jason says, "I'm." We said I said it around Jason the whole trip all the way back. I said, "I love my D cup," and he's like, "Please stop, Dad." So I have a D cup now. Yeah. All
right. Now,
Stephen, don't ignore me.
It's okay. New year, new page. You have a new page.
Yes. No. Well, a new page. Yeah, it's a new page. Sort of making some changes, right? So the Video Show Network, of course, hosting to not near as many as Live Video Hub, which is not my intention, but host to several talk shows.
Yeah.
And originally that was a brand for myself. Anyway, long story short, I've started the Talk Show Network.
Yes.
And I'm going to take everybody that's on, or everybody who wants to, that's on the Video Show Network, and I'll be removing them from the Video Show Network and just shifting them all over to the Talk Show Network. And it's just a branding thing. I think it makes more sense to have the Talk Show. The Video Show Network's still going to be there, but it'll have a different purpose. So it'll be, I think, more of a local purpose.
Reorganizing.
Yeah. So, but I was very excited to, because I have the Talk Show Network, the Radio Show Network, and the Video Show Network.
Yeah.
And the Radio Show Network's, it's there. But I was very pleasantly happy when I was able to register the talkshownetwork.com.
Oh, brilliant. Good.
And the talkshownetwork.live.
Uh-huh.
So, and the Video Show Network sort of became stagnant. It was just everybody scheduled their thing, and I just let it kind of run itself. And then I didn't really put any effort into marketing it as much as I should have. So once I get through all these changes, I will be spending time promoting and marketing the Talk Show Network. And I'm looking forward to that. I've been able to capture some new folks that didn't see before, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Sebastian's got his shows on there, so that's great. Franco saying good day. Hello, Franco.
Hello, Jason.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
And
yeah,
it's going to be good. And I've got a couple decisions to make about it. Like right now, it's just for BeLive broadcasters. It's been asked of me if would I welcome other broadcasters from different platforms. I haven't said no to that completely
Okay.
yet, but I haven't said yet. I'm leaning more towards no at this point. Like right now, it's no. It's just Be Live only, and it'll be Be Live cross posting and Be Live shows on Twitch if they want to share their link.
Right.
And I think well, maybe you can give me some insight. My reason being is that I've branded myself very well to Be Live. I really like Be Live.
Yeah.
Very close with Be Live, and I like where they're going, and I like their work ethics and morals, if that makes sense.
It makes sense on every front. Because the way they operate is to be admired, and to be part of it is good. I mean, as far as the live video is concerned, that is a Be Live TV asset. So that will only ever show BeLive.tv shows. So we've got to put that on one side. The Live Video Squad, which is my 2019 project, I don't, like you, I'm in a state of flux at the moment. I can't decide exactly which way to go. And I'm talking to everybody about what the Live Video Squad should be, because it used to be LVS 17, then LVS 18. Now it's become the Live Video Squad. What I'd like to see it as is a meeting place for broadcasters who teach and broadcasters who want to learn. And it wouldn't matter what platform you're on. Okay.
Right.
And I've registered, as you've done, I've registered livevideosquad.com. So that's there. And I've also registered, obviously, livevideohub.com as well. So all sorts of possibilities. And it's just a question of we can test it. We can test it and see what happens.
Well, I saw you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there are several different sites actually providing Facebook Live, but I think we'd agree that the Be Live is at the top of the game, because you can go live on a Be Live show as a guest with your mobile, and very few systems can do that. I mean, Lightstream perhaps. Yeah.
Not at this point.
All right. Okay. See?
I've seen. I know that's a thought. Like they're aware that that's a. I don't know where it is on their priority list. And the reason I say that is because Lightstream is more focused on gaming rather than talk show type stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're aware of the talk show side of it. As you and I have both talked to them. But I think they're more focused on the gaming side, so I don't know where that is with them.
Well, I mean, they did the contract with Xbox, which is a pretty huge contract to have. So yeah, okay. And then we've got friends who are actually using StreamYard, but it has no mobile.
Right.
And of
course, it has no mobile at all.
No.
Right.
So that's. Would be interesting from a neutral observer's point of view, sort of neutral, to actually see what happens with it.
I guess you kind of get it's kind of like Ford and GM.
Yeah. Okay.
It's different personalities and different. I like them because, or cell phone companies is a good example. I could swear, like I use TELUS. And I've been with them for almost 15 years, and I swear by them. They are amazing. And then I would tell you that those other guys, I would never touch them with a 10-foot pole and blah, blah, blah. And then the other guy comes along and says, I love those other guys. I can't stand TELUS. So everybody's got their
favorites,
experiences with. Right?
Indeed. And talking of experiences, Sebastian's not too happy with the mobile experience for some guests.
The mobile struggles through. Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about that for a moment. I guess I think let's go back 20 years when cell phones.
Yep.
Okay. You're not that old. Whatever. It's a reality TV show.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
But I sold cell phones back in the day when you had to have them installed in your car, and we had bag phones, if you remember the bag phones.
Okay.
And I had a contract with their local hospital, And one of the things they wanted in the contract was they wanted guarantee that wherever they go, this is going to work.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, 20 years ago, a little different mindset on how we treat our devices or think about them. And I was like, well, that's not really possible. We can't make that guarantee. So what we ended up doing was telling them that within a certain radius of where we live, if a phone doesn't work, someone will come to you and bring you another one.
Okay.
And that's the only thing we can offer, is to switch a phone out.
Right.
It doesn't mean it'll work.
No.
It means that's what we're willing to attempt to do for you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And the reason I'm bringing this example up is because of, signals and networks. And I mean, I might be on TELUS and you might be on another one, and say you're on Bell, and I try to bring you in, but your Bell tower where you are isn't as strong as my like there's a whole lot of variables, I guess, is what I'm getting at, to mobile reliable.
Totally. And it is basically a look of the draw. It does depend on your provider. It depends on coverage. It depends on signal strength. It depends whether you're actually mobile with your mobile. I mean, when we did the show early today at 10 a.m., myself and Linda on 5 Days Live, just getting the plug in, Linda went to the office she was going to broadcast. Thank you. Linda went to the office she was going to broadcast from, but it was 7 a.m. in San Diego, and the office doesn't open until 8 o'clock.
Right.
So, Linda being Linda, she got her phone out, and for the next hour, she broadcast with a perfect signal from her phone from outside, from the car park. Yeah. So it can work, but it is very much dependent on a lot of variables that you can't control. Yeah. Now, what you could do is you could try and go voice only. Yeah. Switch the camera off and go voice only. So you could have a discussion. You could bring somebody's picture up on screen. You could bring their camera up on screen. People wouldn't see anything.
We've seen many people do.
Yeah. In that, it's a practical solution to it. Is to if video is not working because it's taking too much bandwidth, then is to tell them to switch the camera off once they're in the show.
And that's a good point. And it was on my mind there, because thinking, I've had people say to me, well, I don't understand why I'm not working that well. At my phone, I get great signal. Well, that's audio only.
That's right.
You take audio takes this much space on bandwidth I always talk about a garden. Take a garden hose, and you can run water through it, right?
Yeah.
And if you just need a little trickle, that's all you need. But then all of a sudden, you need to fill up the swimming pool. You need a whole lot more, and then all of a sudden, you go from this to this. And it takes all that pressure up, and so, and I think that's part of it too. Sometimes is a lot of times our guests that we're having on our shows, they don't know what the heck we're doing here. They don't understand all the different technical things that go along with being a guest. And we don't want them to understand to the point of all of what we're talking about. But we do have to educate them a little bit on the importance of having a good, strong signal. I always ask, how are you joining, PC or mobile?
Yeah.
And if they say, well, I might do PC, no, I need an answer. I need to know what you're doing. And when you do that speed test that I send you in the instructions, you need to do the speed test from the location that you're going to be when you're on the show. Don't go test it beside the internet provider and then go home.
No, that's very true. I mean, on the I Live Here show, that's all on mobile. I'm in the studio and Fond is out with his mobile phone, and he will walk around a village or a town, and during the show, and we can't do anything about it, he will go in and out of signal. Yeah. When he's broadcasting from Cambridge city centre, he's got Wi-Fi, or he's surrounded by Wi-Fi. Yeah. So it can hop from one provider to another. When he walks out of the city centre, down the streets, then indeed it just disappears, or the quality of his video changes, or his sound changes. Now, If the quality of his video changes, that's purely and simply bandwidth. And if he walks backwards, it will be restored. If he were to carry on walking,
stand on. It's like the old days of TV antennas.
walk backwards, that way.
On one leg.
Yeah. So in some situations, he will just turn around.
Yeah.
If he carries on walking, then the signal will degrade and the video will drop, and you're left with audio for the reasons that David explained earlier. We have no control over that, but in a live situation, people are very forgiving. Yeah. And the thing that people are actually, right, hands up everybody who's not on David's page at the moment, but actually looking at something else. You will be. And we understand that. You're actually listening to us. So the most important part of any broadcast is the voice, is the audio, the vocal side of it. So as long as you've got the vocal side of it, people listen and learn.
Yeah, well, I've often said people will tolerate crappy video with good audio.
Yeah.
They will not tolerate amazing video with crappy audio.
Yeah, indeed, we know this.
I'm going to read. That's good. That's a good way of putting it, Stephen. I'm just going to read some comments here. Okay. So Marilyn Pigot, I hope I said that. Hugs still in Victoria Hospital fighting cancer. Great seeing you too. Bored in here. Nothing much to do in here. So glad you're live today. David, always good seeing and hearing you. Hope your holidays were great. Thank you, Marilyn, and thoughts with you on your fight and battle there for sure.
Thoughts from the UK as well. And we would say that if you do get bored, then if you go to the TVSN page, and this is a practical thing, is that you can see the replays. Yeah. So if you want to spend a few moments watching our old shows, and well, if we went back to the first one, how would that be?
Please don't.
That would be totally.
Just to point out too, as this particular show, because we're simulcast right now on about 8 different pages. This particular show, I think, I'll just continue it while I'm removing others from TVSN and moving them over to the Talk Show Network.
Yeah, I
think I'm going to just keep us on the Video Show Network. But it'll still be simulcast to the Talk Show Network. Or should I move us over to the Talk Show? What are your thoughts on that?
If you want to drive people to the talk show, then move us. If people are used to being where we are, it's very difficult. It is difficult. Well, I think you've got to follow it up with a barrage of broadcasts on Messenger. And I mean, today, I'll give you a good example. Okay. When I normally broadcast on the Be Live in 5 page. When I'm broadcasting from elsewhere, a copy of the video is on the Be Live in 5 page. So today, whilst we were live somewhere else, 2 people who know as well were actually commenting on what we would call the wrong page. Yeah.
Right.
So you've got to be able to counteract that effect, the wrong page effect, we'll call it, in that people think you're on TVSN, but you're not. You're somewhere new. So, but I'm game. I'll go live anyway. You know me.
Yeah. Well, you kind of read my mind on the whole decision-making process. Well, I do want to kind of transcend people over to or transition people over to the Talk Show Network, but we've kind of branded ourselves here. But I don't know. I've got some work to do. I'm really excited for this year, though. I like you. I think we had this discussion. I think you don't make New Year's resolutions, do you?
No.
Yeah, neither do I. I make goals throughout the year.
Okay.
However, I think, though, for some reason, and it's probably just because it's been knocked into our brains for the life of whatever our lifespan is on this planet right now, that January 1st is a fresh new start. Even if you don't make New Year's resolutions, I know there's a piece of me that goes, okay, yeah, right. All right. I got a new, I got some new stuff's happening. I'm starting at the college and I'm doing this. But I also look at it as, okay, because a lot of other people look at it that way, I sort of have to look at it that way as a new start. And I bring my business into that. What are some of the things that I've said I'm going to do with my business to help grow my business that I've been procrastinating, And so I still put some energy into that. It is a bit of it. If you, at least for me, I got to get a little excited. Okay, brand new. Here we go. I don't recommend it the time of year for you to quit smoking. Gym memberships are up this time of year.
Oh yeah,
for a couple of months.
I mean, I was looking last night.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's cold outside, and our local gym is only 400 meters away.
Right.
Yeah. So you could go to the gym, you could spend 40 minutes in the gym, then go for a swim afterwards, then a sauna, and then,
Well, it's convenience.
Yeah.
Like nobody, I shouldn't say nobody. Most of the people I know will tell you that exercise is not fun.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Good for you. Well, I was leading up to something.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to keep quiet now. I'm going to let you get to. I do apologize. I'm not going to change my way.
No, I was just going to say that I think a lot of people go, "Oh, it's not, that exercise is not fun, or it's hard work, or whatever," right? And but convenience, I think, is a big part of it. We have one here that's 24 hours. You can go in, you swipe your card, and it lets you in, kind of thing. And I thought, well, that's good for me, but then no, it's not, because I get here in the studio, I get work, and I don't want to go out anywhere after at 2 a.m, But I had some training at the college on Saturday.
Okay.
And one of the things they pointed out to us was, like, the college has a gym.
Mm-hmm.
And for a very, very small fee, I can join the gym. Students get it for free.
Yep.
And at first I was like, well, how come the students get it for free, but I got to pay? Oh, wait a minute. The students are paying to go to the school. I'm getting paid to go to the school. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Right.
But it's right there. And even though I'm only teaching a couple hours a day, there's no reason I couldn't walk up to that gym and spend 30 minutes doing something, which is better than 0 minutes and nothing. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm going to do that.
The snow on the ground, and it's a freezing cold day. We can go to the gym, we can exercise, and so I'm thinking about it. I'll keep you posted. And you keep me posted too. But if you've got a virtually free resource, you've got to try it. You've got to try it.
Well, and there's the other thing, right? I've always believed in workout partners. And when I say that, I don't just mean in the gym, right? But that's what the reference is to. If you're going to do that kind of thing, don't do it alone, right? Because you're going to have a day where you go, oh, I don't feel like it. And then I'm going to say, come on, Stephen, let's go. We promised we were going to do. Okay. And then I'm going to have a bad day, and you're going to whack me over there and say, come on, let's go. We can still do that. We can hold each other accountable. Accountability, right? That's the thing.
Totally
workout partners are great for many different things. Quitting smoking. I recommend having a workout partner for that. All that kind of stuff. So I'm excited. As I mentioned, my first class is tomorrow.
Right.
And I'm a little nervous, but I know. It's professional anxiety, I think, is more what it is. I just want to do a really good job, and I know it'll be fine. Jason was like, "You'll be fine, Dad. College isn't that bad."
But he's sat at. Yeah, he's not stupid. Yeah, you're going to do this. You're going to rock it. I know you are.
Yeah. So, and that being said, let's talk about 5 days live. I know the 20 minutes I caught with you and Linda seemed like it went well, but tomorrow we're carrying on. And I know I have to thank you too, by the way, because I know you've dealt with a lot of struggles and obstacles, or whatever you want to call them, getting this all organized, with people like me going, no, I can't do that. Oops, sorry, something's come up.
It's all part of the joy of actually doing it. I do it because I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, then I wouldn't do it. And we are a team. We do work together. We enjoy broadcasting together. So that's where I'm coming from. 5 days live. Today was the Monday show. You can catch the replay of how to Start Your Own Talk Show. That's myself and Linda West. You'll find it on this page. You'll find it on, well, you find it in 12, 15 different places.
Where's the original page, though?
The original page is the Live Video Hub.
Okay.
I'll pop a link afterwards if you want. Now, tomorrow is a most excellent day, and the reason it's most excellent is because it's David. He's on the show tomorrow with Brigetti, who's top right in that photograph there, and myself, and we'll be talking about conducting awesome interviews, which is a topic that David suggested, and we're going to run with it, and we're going to have some fun with it. And it's a place to actually learn and get involved and get to know us, get to know where we're coming from, and learn how to conduct awesome interviews.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it, as you know, after things changed. But I'll be going live from the college.
Brilliant.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I think what's good about this topic, just to put it out there, is there's interviews on many different levels. Mm-hmm. And I know that's one of the things I want to kind of point out tomorrow is, you can have, when you have an interview like locally with somebody, and then, maybe you have a big celebrity that you're interviewing. There's little changes, but a lot of it's the same on how you present yourself and conduct yourself. But we're going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow, I know for sure. So.
Indeed, we are.
And thanks for hosting that, by the way.
You're welcome. Wednesday is how to 10x yourself, which is a topic suggested by Angeline. And Angeline will be with Brigetti and with Cheryl, I think. Fingers crossed. I've got the... No, that's right. Thursday is Camera Confidence with Lottie and Brigetti and David. So far, so good. Yeah.
I'll be in early.
Okay, that's good. Get it to the show
for about start. 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's two important areas. One, camera confidence when you're just starting out in live video, and how do you get from sitting there looking at the screen to actually being on the screen? And then the second side of it, once you're there, what are the do's and don'ts in regard to your own reputation? Because you live or die by the reputation that you're actually building for yourself. And what we'd like to think is we can give you some pointers to building a positive reputation. Mm-hmm. And then on Friday, a very important show, promoting your show, because if nobody watches your show, then it doesn't have to be that way. It will start off that way, but you can build up over time an audience of good friends, people who become friends, like Sebastian and Kelly and everybody who's watching today. And we just enjoy talking. Promoting your show, I think, is something that a lot of people forget to do. Just what I've noticed, I scheduled my broadcast and only a few people showed up. Well, it's kind of like if you were opening a store somewhere, one of the first things you have to do is you got to hang an open sign. Yeah, you got to let people know that you're there. You can't. It doesn't this magical. Okay, I'm scheduled. Yeah, being a best kept secret is fun, but it's not as much fun as people knowing about you. Right. And it's up to you. The onus is on you to actually do it. And Sebastian is asking for the link to the Live Video Hub. If you quickest way, you want to post it in the chat over there, Stephen, and then I can copy and paste it if you want. All right. Okay. Well, if the screen is yours for a moment, then yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I just want to go back and review actually some of the comments here that I'm not able to share on screen today, but we're Kelly said north, south, east, west, stand in the middle. I think he's talking about signal there. Yeah, the old bunny ears for coat hangers. Yeah, we used to do that all the time, and stand there and put your hand on that. Now don't move. I'd like to see the older shows is on the Video Show Network page. I'll post that in a little bit as well. Marilyn says, what are you teaching, David? So at our college here in Sarnia, we have an esports and entrepreneurship program. So it's video gaming and entrepreneurship. And I'm teaching the live streaming production of it, how to do what we're doing, whether it's a talk show or broadcasting video games or, what camera to use and the whole production side of it. So
And I'm very excited because it's the first program in all of Canada, and I'm the first guy to teach that portion of it in all of Canada. So yeah, I'm bragging a little bit, but that's okay.
It's okay.
And Sebastian says, sorry for being silly. Where can we find this program list live hub? Yeah, so that's what we're posting right now. So how many shows do you have on Live Video Hub now?
195.
Was that all?
That's all, including Sebastian's. This is link to today's.
There we go. I'll carry on here.
Right.
So
okay,
yeah,
I'm back.
5 days live started today, and then we're back tomorrow and all throughout the rest of the week. 10 o'clock Eastern. What is that? 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock here in the UK.
3 o'clock in the UK. Yeah.
7 a.m. on the Pacific coast, and incredibly 5 a.m. in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
And
you got it all figured out.
That's where Angeline lives. And
okay.
She'll be getting up at 4:15 in the morning.
Wow.
Which then gives her 45 minutes to get ready for a show starting at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's what time I went to bed yesterday. And I actually, about 2 in the morning my time, I was going to send you the link to today's show. And I went,
okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm thinking, if I send that to him now, he's going to think, oh, David's going to be late because he's up late.
You mean a giveaway?
Yeah.
No, but basically, I mean, occasionally when you wake up in the middle of the night, you find me posting strange things. So not normal things, but at a strange time.
Well, I have to be mindful too, like, because there's been times like, and I think I've done it to you a couple of times when I, wanted to ask you a question and you were good at coming back to me, but then I realized, oh crap, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Where he's
I'm sat there watching television, just chilling, and a message comes in. But you're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, but you're not alone.
Okay. So if it's 11 o'clock at night my time, 1, 2, 3, that's 4 a.m. your time.
It's 4 in the morning.
If I send you a message at that time, do you get do you have things in silent mode, or do you get a ding?
I charge my phone overnight, and it's in the office, and it's nowhere near the bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that tonight at 11 o'clock tonight, or about 10 o'clock tonight. So I'll make it 3 a.m. I'm going to go. Just testing. Steven, are you there?
I won't hear it. I'll be fast asleep.
You'll get a long list of messages in the morning. David was being silly last night. There's the link. Thanks for posting that. Steven's posted the links to today's live video hub. That's fantastic. And Sebastian, it's okay to be silly. We like to just have fun here. It would be wrong for us to talk about agendas. and how you should have one.
It would. We don't have one. We go from topic to topic.
Yeah, we have a pretty good idea at times, but sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But I think that comes from us having a good synergy on screen. I think there's something to be said for having energy between two hosts, and we often do, folks, just look at each other 2 minutes before we go live, and Stephen might say, I wanted to talk about this, and I mean, okay, and I wanted to throw that in there too, okay, and then away we go.
Indeed, and we're often running, and the conversation rarely flags during the course of the show. I think basically that comes, as you say, from becoming friends, getting to know each other's ways. The other thing you've got to be able to do is to, when the person is speaking, is listen. I know it sounds stupid. You are in the show. You should be listening, but you should listen. You're listening for a tell, which says it's your turn to speak, and that tell isn't David saying over to you, Stephen. That tell is, I can tell that David is actually coming to the end of what he's saying, and that's my turn to speak, and then vice versa. That's basically something that comes through actually broadcasting together for so long. Well, not so long, but for quite a while.
For sure, and that's a good example. To know that tell and to know each other certainly helps. I give you an example: hockey announcers or any kind of sports announcers. But I'll talk about our local radio announcer here that does the Sting games on air, the play-by-plays, and the two of them have been doing it together for years. And a lot of times, you'll hear one guy talk about one thing and the other. So one guy's Maine and the other guy's color, right? So I've said to them, I go, how do you guys know, like, and it was a long conversation, but that came up in the conversation was we just know each other. And, they'll be like, well, I know when Lee says this and I know he's coming to an end and I'm going to take off from that. And then I'll add in my own thoughts on it. And then he goes back and he calls the game. And so it's interesting. And comedians have done it for years, right? Abbott and Costello or Laurel and Hardy, all that they worked not just because they were funny, because they had an energy together. And when you can find that energy together between two people, that's like marriage. You find that all those things come together, great things can happen. And I think that's one of the reasons you and I have had success here on our show is because of our energy together.
I agree. It's a partnership. And the thing is, we enjoy each other's company and we'd sit here and chat. But it's good to actually have the conversation live on air on Facebook and for people to be able to join in and add to that conversation. Because it gives a totally new dimension. New dimension.
For sure. Speaking of new dimensions, let's talk about Twitch a little bit, Stephen. I know you seem to be really excited about the Twitch world, and you've been taking advantage of bots and everything else. You're really enjoying that?
Oh yeah, I've got the situation is I've got the bot set up, the night bot, so that I can basically tell people that if you type in ! And a name, you can actually follow that person. I think that's great. Being able to type in ! Guest and send out the guest link to the show, that's great as well. The other thing is, we tried it out today for the first time. You have an idea and you think, will anybody turn up? So we did the broadcast at 3 o'clock and that at 10 a.m. Eastern. That was well telegraphed. That went out on Twitter, it went on Facebook, it went in the Believers group. It had a broadcast sent to it on ManyChat. We hit it with everything. But the after show we didn't mention until the end of the regular show. So at 10:55 we said, right, we're going over to Twitch and we'll be there in 5 minutes. Now it actually took 7 minutes to get the darn coffee machine working. But once we got over there, the stats are in, and 9 people came over.
Yeah,
and watched the live there.
Yeah. Well, and you and I've had the conversation many times about the difference between Facebook and Twitch, and we agree on most of it. There's a couple of variables we don't quite agree on, but RJ put it very well. I thought, and I'm going to copy. I'll be the copycat from her. She said, people don't go to Facebook to watch video. They go to social. They go to see what's going on in the world and to whatever they're going to do. But they're not going there to watch video. They might specifically be coming to watch us today, but they're doing other things on Facebook too. When people go to Twitch, they're going there to watch video. That's their purpose for going there. And that was a great example that she gave. And I think it's important to mention that because some people in the Be Live world have like, another place to go live, like YouTube or something. And Twitch it's a total different animal to broadcasting. And you really never know who's going to show up.
True.
Because here, I think a lot of times it's the people that we already know or know us.
And new people as well. But then the thing about creating the after show on Twitch is it's a totally different setting. We're more relaxed because we're not doing a broadcast. We're actually there to talk to everybody and to unwind after the show. So I can see after shows on Twitch becoming a thing. That's one of my predictions.
And here's an idea. Well, it's not my idea. I almost did it last night. So the Golden Globe Awards were on last night.
Okay. Yep.
And we don't have cable television in our home, so I was trying to find it online, and I found it on YouTube, but it was a crappy version. Anyway, didn't work out well.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do was do an after show on the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
So we could have watched it, and then after said, well, I thought this and I thought that, or I don't know why he won or she said, like, that sort of a show. But I wasn't able to do it because I hadn't been able to watch the show. And I've thought of doing similar things on Twitch with like after a Sting game or
a discussion.
About what did you think about? So and that's something I'll be doing. I starting back tonight. Actually, here's my shameless plug, because I took a few weeks off. Father versus Son continues tonight, 8:00 Eastern on my channel on Twitch. And then Tuesday and Wednesday evenings will be Twitch Talk. Mm-hmm. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights at 8:00 Eastern, I'll be live. And one of the things we're going to do on Twitch Talk is we're going to talk about other channels on Twitch. Not just the Be Live channels, but other channels that I've observed. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to invite some of those people to talk to us as well. So
great concept.
I'm very excited for that. Yeah.
Go for it.
And you and I'll have to find a new time, because I'm not going to be able to do the obviously not tomorrow, but it doesn't look like I don't think I'll be able to do the 10:00 Tuesday show.
Okay, well we can work something out. I am sure. It's the people that count, not the time.
That's right.
A friendship. All right. Kelly's got a comment which with my new glasses I can actually read. I came over today, but I kept getting a pop-up saying I lost connection, but I didn't. This is Twitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I came over today. Oh, okay. Were you watching on mobile? That's. Oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. It comes up and it's on the screen on the user's side. It says it's like the wheel spinning. It says lost connection. I don't know. I think that's just Twitch.
Yeah.
Because I've had that happen. Go ahead, sir.
Every platform has its problems. Like today's comment problem. Which will disappear, but it's a pain in the derriere when it actually happens. And you see, when people are commenting, you actually want to put it as part of the broadcast. It's a very important part.
It's funny because when I click on, I'm trying to show Kelly's comment. It doesn't show, but it moves everything as though it's there. So it's there, but you can't see it.
Be Live is doing its bit.
Yeah.
Facebook is stopping it.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Facebook is saying, is that a personal comment or is that a business comment? If it's a business comment, you can see it. If it's because they're all public, all businesses are public.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like if they post from their personal. Oh, you mean who they post as?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So if it's personal, we can't see it. So if I follow what you were saying now. I was confused.
So if you post as TBS, there you go. Proof are needed.
Oh, now I got you.
Okay.
Stephen, you're so smart.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I don't feel smart today. I've got a town hall meeting in an hour's time.
Town hall. Those are always fun.
I'm hoping to make it through that, and then I'm going to collapse in the heat until tomorrow.
Well, we'll let you get out of here a little early. We're a couple of minutes ahead, and by the time we both shut up and talk, and then it'll be time to go. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of 5 days live. One of the things I like about the 5 days live is, other than the fact that I get to participate and share my knowledge, is what I learn from others who are doing the same thing, right? And even if I'm not on that show that day, I do my best to watch, because you just never know what little golden nuggets you're going to get. So that's 10:00 Eastern tomorrow on the live video hub.
Very good.
Fantastic.
From Wiltshire in England, thank you everybody for watching. we'll be back. Dave and I will be back same time next week on the Monday. And he and I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern on the live video.
I'll be live again later today on the show page, the show with David Burrows on Facebook at 3:30. And I'll have Dave Brown from United Way Sarnia Lambton giving us updates on their $2 million campaign. And wrestling fans, Destiny Wrestling is coming to town. And I've got the president of Destiny Wrestling, and you never know who else might show up joining us to talk about that as well. So Kelly, he'll need to be there because he's a wrestling fan.
All right.
And that's going to be fun. Stephen, thank you so much. Nice to see you again. I'm so glad we're back together again.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun at the town hall.
Town hall fun is important. It's important. I'll be there.
It is. Thanks, everybody. If you enjoyed the show, in the comments below, give us a 10. And if you didn't enjoy the show, don't do anything except come back next week and give us another chance. And if you're watching the replay, let us know as well. Thanks to all of our viewers, and looking forward to next time. From Canada, bye for now.